it's a very strange and wonderful novel in the sense that it breaks all the rules of what a novel is. It's done in this fashion of a primary source history textbook, sort of speak. And so each chapter is from a different primary source. You have like a journal entry, you have newspaper articles, you have boardroom minutes, things like that. And we tried to capture a little bit of that in this, in the telling of the story.
Document 4-2.
Document 4-2.
Document
3-1.
H for everything.
Strange report today from New Orleans.
New Orleans.
There's an article that says it better than I can myself.
Authorities announced today massive underwater drilling.
All my fault. Mystery of Panamasa. Sea slime.
Knife.
United States Navy, sir.
And what in God's name are you doing with that rifle?
I'm on a recovery expedition for a ship named the Candine Bandoing that sank in rough waters while hunting for oyster beds here in the South Pacific.
You're a little late, aren't you? That ship went down about a year ago.
Unforeseeable setbacks, sir. Were you on that boat?
I was the captain.
Did anyone else survive?
Unfortunately not.
Did they hurt you, Captain?
Who?
Those things there. Oh, were they seals of some kind?
No, they didn't hurt me. As a matter of fact, I ought to have you court-martialed for shooting at them.
I'm sorry, sir, but the natives say the deserted island of Tanamasa is cursed and crawling with vicious sea devils. Is that what they were? Sea devils?
Sea devils? Why, I would have drowned in that wreck if those precious creatures hadn't have pulled me to shore. They're friendly, kind-hearted, and quite smart, which is more than I can say for you.
I thought you were in danger, sir.
Well, you're an idiot then.
Have you trained those things?
I have. They've become quite useful.
In what way?
Where did you say you were anchored, Ensign?
In the lagoon, sir.
Yeah, well, just give me a few minutes and I'll meet you there.
What did you teach them? Tricks of some kind?
Yeah. Just a couple of silly tricks. Look, I'd appreciate it if you didn't mention the animals to anyone else.
Of course not.
You see, it's just that they've been my only companions for the past year, and I'm a bit sensitive when people speak badly of them, and you know how sailors are.
I understand. I won't say a word. Though I must say they're the strangest things I've ever seen. They're like some kind of...
I'll meet you at the boat, Ensign.
Yes, sir.
Here we are. Your lunch. Oysters. Now, you remember when I told you that one day someone would come for me and find me here and take me home again? Well, today's the day. But I'll be back, just like I said, because things are gonna happen now. Yeah. Wonderful, spectacular things.
Hollywood, California. Newts movie brings Academy Award nominations to director Abe Loeb and his stunning starlet Lily White. Aren't they the cat's pajamas? Plans are already underway for a follow-up film titled Return to Newt Island, and Lon Chaney's agreed to star. Better get to the ticket counter early. And there's no sign of quitting at G.H. Bondi and Associates. Every day it seems a new Newt farm pops up in another part of the world. Here we catch Captain Van Tok himself seeing to the exercise and training of the Newts at the company's new Lisbon location. Calisthenics for the amphibian set. A 1 and a 2. Meanwhile, Professor Judy Talbot opens the new G.H. Bondi Amphibian House at New York's Bronx Zoo. Highlights include exhibits of the much-adored newts in their natural habitats. Nearby residents, however, complain about the smell from the new neighbors and give our amphibian friends a hearty Bronx cheer.
And what's most interesting is that the skeletons of these creatures are an almost perfect match of a fossilized imprint of a species of a salamander found in the Oregon quarry, which dated all the way back to the Great Flood. The species, named Andrea Schitzeri, was considered long extinct, but now we're not so sure. We optimists here at the Amphibian House have nicknamed this one Andy. Are there any questions?
Does he bite?
No, the newts are very docile creatures.
Well, can I feed it some cake?
No, the newts are on a strict diet of oysters and seawater. If everyone can follow me, we can get a closer look at how the newts build underwater tunnels.
Ooh, look here, Franny. Just like in the newspaper, see? Oh, looks scarier in person, doesn't he?
Not really.
You know, this one says that they're raising newts in China now.
Oh, Dad, why are you saving all that newspaper?
Well, for you, Franny, so that you'll have something to remember me by. Well, just think, if it wasn't for me, none of this would happen.
None of what?
Well, the newts, the new era. You like the newts, don't you, sweetie?
They're okay.
Well, of course you like them. And just think, if I hadn't let that captain in to see Mrs. Bondi, then we wouldn't have the newts. You see what an important person your old man is.
Dad, can we move on? I really want to see the tunnel.
All right. You go on ahead, Franny. I want to write down a couple of things that lady said. This is very important stuff here.
Okay, sure, Dad.
You must understand, Franny, human nature. I leave you these words as my legacy. Let my life be an example to you for any of what someone in a humble position can achieve.
Can I feed him some cake?
I'm collecting articles about the Newts to document the one thing that gave my life meaning. I hope that you...
Why is he so ugly, Mama? Now, if you follow me into the next room, you can see how tunnels are built.
She didn't say you could talk. You can talk?
Hey, Newt! You smell bad!
Say good morning.
Oh, good morning! Good morning! Can I feed some cake?
I thought you only said knife.
Knife!
What's your name?
We optimists at the amphibian house have nicknamed this one Andy. Are there any questions?
Yes. Does anyone know that you can talk?
No! The Newts are on a very strict diet.
This will be something for the newspapers then. Do you know what newspapers are? Everyone will want to know everything.
Hand me that needle, Jack! Gather around a million tests on these things!
Oh, maybe you don't want anyone to know that you can talk.
Yeah, that's right. Now you got it.
Oh, hey, can you read too?
Hold him down. Get the chain around his neck. That fucking lizard bit me. Stick him in the cage. Newts are very docile creatures. Jay, you have those slides? Okay. Here we see the male mounting the female. And here she gets bored. Oh, and here she breaks away from the male to find food. So he pursues her, beats her with his tail, and proceeds to devour her entirely. Very naughty. If the female survives this grueling mating process, she will lay 40 to 50 eggs, while the male hides under a rock. We've also conducted several experiments here at the amphibian house, and we should have some film from the labs. Jay? Okay. Here you see how in one experiment, we separated the two sexes during the height of arousal and simply squeezed the sperm from the male, put him in another tank, and then placed his sperm in the water with the female, and still she laid 50 fertilized eggs. We realized that newt fertilization isn't accomplished by copulation, but through a chemical change in the environment, which seems to be the only sexual function of the male. His brazen sexual behavior is simply left over from an earlier developmental stage, which manifests itself in some kind of inherited illusion of paternity. In fact, the male is not the father of these tadpoles, but merely a factor in the environment, which is the real fertilizing agent. If we can produce that acidity factor artificially, then males won't even be necessary. Thus, the sex life of the remarkable Andreas is revealed as a grand illusion. His erotic passion, his marriage and sexual tyranny, his temporary infidelity, all of these are really unnecessary, outdated, almost symbolic actions adorning the male's true impersonal sexual act. The female's strange apathy with which she reacts to the male's pointless, frantic courtship clearly suggests she sees the male's wooing as a formal ceremonial prelude to her own solitary mating act. The female obviously has a clearer idea of the state of affairs, free from erotic illusions at the useless whale. Look at this newt. Doesn't she look like she's laughing? I think we can all learn a little something from the newts. Don't you?
I'm sorry, sir. You were saying that mankind wasn't capable of happiness because...
If we had a giant cage and herded in lions, horses, sheep, and bears, and made them all live together, can you imagine how unhappy each and every one of them would be?
Every one of them would be.
This is what mankind has done to itself. We're all in each other's way. We're at each other's throats, making a happy life unattainable.
I think I disagree.
Fred, please, read the article.
Oh, but Dad.
Fred will be done in a second.
Dock workers strike in Australia.
Down with the lizards! Lizards go home! Down with the lizards! Lizards go home!
Can you tell my readers why you're striking?
Those dirty lizards are taking our jobs!
I worked my ass off for this country. They work for shellfish. I've got 6 kids at home. To hell with the newts! To hell with the newts! To hell with the newts! To hell with the newts!
Don't they also have a right to lead prosperous lives?
Who?
The newts! Newts are just newts!
Newts are just newts! Newts are just newts! Newts!
In a way, the only road to happiness is for a person to make room for himself and to exterminate all the others.
What?
Put the word happiness in quotations.
All right, but
No, we just can't wipe out all the others, can we? No, because we live under a moral code which embraces everyone. How stupid are we?
It violates the natural law.
We're so stupid.
So put aside the tooth and claw,
Worshipping our individualities,
appreciating separate realities.
How stupid are we?
Trying to rise above
We're
ourselves,
so stupid.
loving all the other selves.
It really makes me want to scream, laying on a losing team. Despite their insignificant differences, newts are in fact one unified body, without nations, races, things, or classes, no masters or servants among them. Though we step in and group them into divisions of labor, they remain a uniform mass, biologically equal in all parts, living at the same low level of existence.
We could never ever be.
A happy society.
We could never.
When each of us is free to be you and me.
We're so stupid. No, we don't know how we learned to speak or read, but we're certainly thrilled by these developments.
Oh, a scientific congress in Paris.
And I contend that we temper our excitement until further tests can be conducted.
Obviously, Andy is an extraordinary example. It shows us that in other certain situations, nature can produce what I'd like to term as an Uber-newt.
All due respect, Andy has really developed a form of parroting. This animal doesn't have the capacity for independent thought.
I prefer if you didn't use the word animal.
Newts with an intelligence on a par with humans suggest that they are capable of civilization, of moral comprehension, souls themselves, and we simply don't have the evidence to support such a radical assessment.
Who needs souls? Who needs hearts? Who needs an afterlife?
Daddy, look! Down in the bay, there's Mother!
oh, she's on the deck of that battleship, and Hello. She said she was going to get a tour of that boat, and sure enough, she did. You know, she could be very persuasive, your mother. Aren't you persuasive, darling? Mr. Loeb, is that battleship for your movie?
No, that's for real. There's been some tensions in these parts. I'm surprised no one told you.
Tensions? What kind of tension?
Amy! There are French farmers peeking into the windows of my dressing room.
Just ignore them, darling. We'll shoot the scene and move out this afternoon. You ready, Mike?
Whatever you want. Mike, I loved you in Newtown races. Thanks.
Quiet on the set, please. Cameras, rolling, and action! Listen to third time this winning!
Get out of my apple orchard, goddamn Newts!
We have a permit to film here!
Well, wasn't that part of the movie?
Weeks now, these dirty animals have been stealing my apples.
That was an actor you killed!
They've got an army of those bastards preparing the breakwater down there. Every night they sneak into my orchards.
Probably because their employers aren't giving them enough to eat.
You're gonna have to compensate me for this newt!
They killed my guard dogs. They stole my crops. They steal everyone's crops, and the goddamn authorities won't do anything about it.
I hate Normandy, Abe. Let's go home.
We are going to attack the work site. Kill those Newts off once and for all. You keep filming, eh? This will be good.
This isn't right. They're just Newts.
Marty, start packing this stuff up. We gotta get out of here.
Look out in the water. Ah, you see that warship? The Navy is supposed to keep the peace.
The ship's shooting!
Ha!
The ship's shooting at the Newts!
Because they're fucking down. They said surrender, lousy animals. Surrender!
Mama, get off the deck!
What was that explosion?
It came from the ship.
A torpedo. A torpedo hits the battleship.
What?
Mama! Amy, it's on fire!
It's sinking.
The Newts bombed the ship.
Mama!
Torpedo British gunboat. Several Newts discovered planting mines in Panama.
Are the revolts related? Retaliations everywhere.
Are the Newts alone, or do they have a backer?
Germany, Japan, who's the real attacker?
And just last night we heard a strange and croaking voice interrupting radio shows, newscasts, ball games.
Attention, people of the world. This is the Chief Salamander. I've been chosen to speak on behalf of Newts everywhere. We want to say that we truly regret the loss of human life. But there are things that we must do now. And you have to listen to us and not stand in our way.
Many say it's a hoax. Many more ignore it.
Like the revelers in New Orleans, nothing will stop the Mardi Gras.
Not Newts, not news, not nothing.